Welcome back to My Moment. Once again, you rocking with your boy Stay Humble, and I want to thank you for tuning in. I wanted to talk with you a little bit today about what I saw in the Dominican, and I didn't get a chance to share that with you. I wanted to put that message out there that Jesus is Lord for the new year, for every year, for all time. So I thought that was a great way to do it. If we, especially as believers, if we call Christ Lord, man, we got to live like it. So that being said, what I saw down in the Dominican was part of my purpose for going there was farming God's way. I went down there for farming God's way, and number two, to check out Meeting God in Missions to see if it would be a good place to get some of our young people exposed to in a fairly controlled environment. I mean, when you talk about safe, you say, oh, well, maybe it's not safe to go out of the country. Maybe it's not safe to do this or that. But the truth is, safety is an illusion, and you can look at Florida to see that. Bad things happen right here all of the time. So I was looking at, and our prayers are with the families and everybody down there in Florida that was affected. Not even going to get into the gun talk, because guns ain't the issue. The heart of man is. So it still always comes back to a sin issue. That being said, what I saw in the Dominican was a great scatoma. And a scatoma is this. If you don't know, if you do know, great. If you don't know, a scatoma is a blind spot in what would be a normal field of vision. So you could be walking along, and like maybe you've had a situation where you were looking for your keys before, and you get so mad and angry, you're like, oh my gosh, where are my keys at? And then somebody comes along and picks them right up off of the table, like they're right in front of your face. So that's what a scatoma is. A scatoma is that blind spot. And see, we all have a blind spot, but also we don't know what we don't know. And the reason that I love farming God's way is because it's a farming method and a technique that could be used, and it was developed for the poorest of the poor farmers. So the great thing about that is, when I'm walking through a village in the Dominican Republic, I can walk around and see what other people walk right past and don't see. So that being said, I've been praying that the Lord would open my eyes to the scatomas that I have here in my own nation, here at home. What are my blind spots? What am I missing? Even as, we're going through the financial struggles, trying to support ourselves as we move forward in ministry, and, praying, okay, God, what is it that I need to do in order to continue to do what you're calling me to do and take care of my family? And the amazing thing is, I wanted a new commandment. You guys just saw the Son of Jesus is Lord. And he told me, yo, go back to doing what I told you to do. When I said bring farming God's way home, it didn't stop with just planting a farm at the YMCA or just spreading it to other churches, but that I could actually use this method to provide for me here at home. So as you're watching the rest of this video, I want you to check it out, take it in, and then ask yourself, what am I missing? What am I not seeing? And begin to pray that the Lord reveal it to you. Here's the road that leads in, coming into the village, hillside there. Walking down and through, there's cattle being raised here. And you see all they have them in pens, so there's manure everywhere. And as you walk up, you come up the hill. These are some of the houses. Looks like there is electricity here, so that's really good. As we were sitting and talking with some brothers, I wasn't there for that part of the conversation, but he's the man that owns most of these cows, and he sells them for a living, raises them and sells them. But his complaint was that they have no money and no food. So that kind of shows you the situation that they're in. But there are resources here. That's beautiful. There's the church. I want to show you, these are the treasures of God right here. You may not see that, but all of this fertilizer is everywhere. There's the pigs. And then here's more of the fertilizer. And then look at this. This is the cornfield. And if you can see, you see that? See that cob right there? Now compare that to what you saw us growing last year. About 12 in the afternoon, and it is now harvest time officially. This will be the first harvest. We're gonna take some and we're gonna leave some to continue on growing.
And if we average 2 per plant, that's almost 1,000 years.
There we go, baby. Looking good. Looking good. And I wish I could wrap my hand around it, but I'm unable to get in there. But just to, like, this is heartbreaking. There's a whole field here, and you may have, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 salvageable cobs that you'll be able to use. And it's a whole field here. They've got it protected with the fencing, but and then this is the village. So, mi amigo Alfredo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right. So we continue on. Looks like more. There's the chickens right there. And if they're fenced in and penned in, there's more opportunity for manure. Got looks to be a school, couple homes and shacks. Another small home. I don't know, it's those banana trees. Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
How are you?
Bien.
Banana, mananza? Mananzana?
Sí, sí.
Sí?
¿Cómo
Okay.
está? Sí.
Can I look? Can I look? Bananas. You see the little flower right there in the middle? There's a little lizard crawling there too. Yeah. Bananas. They've got fences, so they have certain property lines for sure. So as we continue on taking a tour with a quick walkthrough. Alfredo. Alberto. Alfredo, I was right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Great.
Some cactus. This is the water source right here. So this is a pretty small village. Walk down and around. And there's some pigs. Looks like some gardening happening there. There's another home. There's a field down here. And then there's another home. Nice flowers. Looks like there's the chickens and all the trash. A couple cows down there. Some water. Frame of a home. Hola. I don't know if those are coconuts up there. See those? I'm not sure. They've come down, they've fallen, and nobody has seemed to pick it up. I'm not sure if that's a coconut or if that's something else. It splits like one. Wow, I didn't even see that. They just blended into the, just blended into the dirt. And more of the treasures of God everywhere here. So there's definitely hope. Most definitely hope. This is your moment.